So we're back with another life story, and to pick up on the whole motorcycle theme, we're going to talk about the time a dealership in Michigan really tried to stick it to me. So I bought my Yamaha FZ1. Actually, let's rewind that a bit. I bought my 1999 Ninja EX250 when I was at Michigan State University. So I'm up in East Lansing. There's this dealership. Don't recall what that dealership's name was, nor should I probably mention it because it probably changed owners, might not be around. I don't know. But they sold me a Ninja 250. Rate me on the price because I was a college student, didn't care, just wanted a bike, just broke up with a girl, didn't care, just wanted a motorcycle. In fact, my suite mate took me in to view that motorcycle and just showed me, hey, this little Ninja 250 is not badly priced. It's like $3,000. Yeah, I got ripped off. I ended up paying like $4,800 because they sold me life insurance and everything else. That's a whole nother story. Talk about how not to get ripped off. But when you're in your early 20s, that stuff happens. Those are life lessons. Hence, makes this video. Don't get ripped off. Take somebody in that's knowledgeable and that won't let you get ripped off. But I bought that bike that day, and fast forward to near 2001. I want a Suzuki Bandit 1200. I'm like, man, I want a Suzuki Bandit. They're not badly priced. I think I'll buy one of those or ZRX 1200 or 1400. I forget what size, or one of those. I was debating, but I was leaning towards the Bandit 1200 because it had the little fairing and stuff. Like, hey, that'd be a good bike. I want more power. I want to go longer distances with more comfort. I think that's the bike I get. And then I get a magazine. I see the Yamaha FZ1 coming out. So I go down to my local dealer and I'm like, that's the bike I want. How much do you want to sell it to me? When are they coming in? They're like, oh, it's going to be in March and we have no one on a late wait list or anything. I'm like, well, that's fine. I'll buy this bike. I bought it from them. Probably again paid a little too much, not necessarily as much as before, but with tax and some shipping, I think I paid like 9,800. I think it was 95 or 8,500 was the bike price, I believe at the time. And I got that bike, so I bought essentially. I should also mention the store in East Lansing was a sister store to this store. So same company. So essentially I bought two motorcycles from these people and upgraded. You would think they want me for a long-term customer. So I have the bike for a while, do some tire changing, and they did some servicing on the bike and on both bikes and what have you. And I had extended warranty on the Ninja 250, so they did some stuff there that was covered. So I know they milked the manufacturer because I remember them saying, oh yeah, we'll charge these guys. Yeah, we'll give you new screws or windshields. Because on the Ninja 250, the windshield little mounting screws, it was like a screw into rubber that went into the hole, and they would come loose and pop out. So they would just give me new ones, and they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna claim an hour labor, and the guy was upfront about that. So they were ripping off the manufacturer for the extended warranty, but I didn't care. I was young. Just give me the parts to fix it, and okay, we're good to go. So I'm a good customer. Other than buying tires, as you heard me talk about in the previous one, I did not buy tires from them. Typically, well, no, never, because their prices were sky high. But I had them put them on and what have you. And sometimes they charged me more because they knew I bought it online, whatever. Um, but that was fine. I didn't have a way of doing it. Just bit the bullet, had them do it. And occasionally, when I was in there, if I took the bike in for something like a servicing, I just had them do the oil and a bunch of stuff. And so I would get bills that were like $350. So they were making money on me. And they made money on me for buying two bikes. And having me basically talk really good about them to the community on the forums and stuff because I was very active on various forums. So, they had a happy customer that was talking good about them and what have you. So I I was taking the front brake caliper off. There's two, one on either side on my FZ1, and the bolt stripped out. So I had to drill it out. There was only some threads left, and I was like, the bolt just went in and caught and tightened just enough, but man, some of the threads came out, and I was very leery about that. I didn't really know about how helicoils or any of that at that time. Like, how do you fix this? I'll just go down, see how much a new caliper costs. New caliper was going to be like 225 bucks, 250 bucks. I thought it was pretty reasonable for a nice big part. It's going to be the whole caliper. Like, oh, shit, I'll just buy the whole thing and put it on versus bringing the bike down and having them do a helicoil or whatever they would want to do or recommend to do. They'd probably charge me two, three, 400 bucks. I'm just picturing, that dealership. So I get the price for the caliper, I believe. I'm at work one day and I didn't work too far away. I called him up and said, hey, this is Mark, blah, blah, blah. You know, I want to order this caliper. Okay, so it's as good as ordered. Well, with more thinking, I'm just like, you know what? How the brake rotates and stuff with that bolt, it it's in there. I'm not having problems. So I go in there and I'm like, just cancel that order. I didn't really want to spend the money. And can I cancel it? The kid goes, he looks it up. It's not the manager, it's one of the helper, underlings, if you will. He goes and looks it up and he goes, yeah, we haven't even placed that order yet. It's a dealer. They only place an order once a week. So he takes it off the list. Now it's supposed to be ordered. Like 2 weeks go by, I get a call from dealer, hey, your part's in. At the same time, I was looking online, coincidentally, doing my credit card statement. I'm like, what's this charge? Turned out they placed the order for the caliper. Okay, you don't think big deal. They messed up and still ordered it. So I called them up. I'm like, hey, I came in, talked to Johnny, I don't know who it was, and he said he would cancel it. The kid said he would cancel it because you haven't placed the order. No cost to me. He goes, well, no, that didn't happen. I said, yes, it happened. I came in and canceled it. He goes, well, there's going to be a restocking fee. I'm like, it's not my fault if you still ordered it. He goes, well, why do you think you get out of the restocking fee? I'm like, okay, how much is the restocking fee? I'm thinking like 10 bucks, maybe 20 at tops. He's like, oh, it's going to be, I don't know, something crazy like 40% or something. I'm like, no, I'm not paying that. And besides, you were supposed to cancel the order. Not my fault that I talked to, and I knew these names at the time. I talked to Johnny, and he canceled it. And on this day, and you guys still ordered it. I didn't authorize you to order. I didn't authorize you to ding my credit card. What are you doing? And it gets pretty heated. In fact, on my work voicemail, he calls back up, and I hear him say something like, I'm talking to that asshole. And then he hangs up like, oh shit, he's on the phone. Well, my voicemail got that. So he just cussed out a customer on the, not talking to me. He cussed out to my voicemail. And I get the voicemail. I'm like, what the? I had to keep playing it back because he kind of muffled it, but because, he wasn't probably like right on the phone. He's like, what the hell? So I call my credit card company. I tell them what's going on. My credit card company calls them right up because they asked, were you told about the return process? Were you given a receipt? No, not given a receipt. Wasn't told about any return process. She calls them right up, puts me on hold, comes back. I don't know what she exactly asked them, told them, whatever. She goes, we side with you, sir, and I just reverse the charges to you. Have a good day. So whatever that lady did, whatever she asked, she felt like she must have asked something that was good, and she reversed the charges. So I got the money back. But it's my local dealer. Where else am I going to take my bike to? Like, oh my God, I'm burning this bridge. Is it worthwhile? Let's try to save this relationship. So I go into the dealer after work. I go into the dealer, and you could just sense the tenseness in the air. I walk up to the service guy. I'm like, "Hey, so and so," because I used to know their names. "Hey, Kenny," or whatever his name was. I was like, "Hey, Kenny, you know, I'm sorry about everything, but your guy said they canceled the order." And he looks at me and he goes, "Who are you?" Now, these people all knew me by first name basis, from the sales guy to the manager to everybody knew my name. Because I used to go in there and look at the bikes all the time, way before I bought the FZ1. Like, they knew me. In fact, they didn't even bother me. The sales guys wouldn't bother me. When I walked in there that day to buy the FZ1, I actually had to go get the sales guy. I went and got the one guy I talked to a few times, and I said, "Hey, I'm buying a bike today." And he was like, he was shocked because I've been in there that much. They all knew me, and plus I had a Ninja 250 too. I took it in there for a few things, so they knew me in service. If you know me, I tend to get to know people because knowing people can benefit you in the long run in life. There's a good reason to get to know people. So this guy, I'm calling Kenny. Kenny, after he says, "I don't know who you are," I kind of laugh. I'm like, "Yeah, you do." I'm like, he goes, "Well, what's your name?" I tell him it's Mark, my last name. He's typing on a keyboard. He goes, "I don't see you in this computer system." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm right under Bob last name because we have the same last name. They had me in there twice and they had a Bob." I'm like, "There's two of me and a Bob." I'm like, "You know this." And he goes, "You've never been here before." And he turns the computer monitor and shows me. And they had deleted both of the marks in there. And actually, I take that back. One mark was a different mark, actually, too, which was weird. But anyways, they deleted both marks and Bob. Bob wasn't there either. Bob was gone. So some Bob guy is no longer a customer of that dealership. you know, like they didn't know which one, so they just deleted all the last names out. Because my last name's not that kind. I'm not a Johnson or a Smith, so no risk of deleting it, other than they did blow away a couple other people. But I look at the guy, and please note, this is the parts manager guy. I look at him in the eye and I go, "Hey, Kenny, well, I guess if I'm not in the system, then I was never here. So the chargeback is legit because I don't know who you are." And his face just turned. Oh, it was hilarious. He was like all sad, like he fucked up. He majorly effed up drastically. Because now I had never been there as a customer. At this point, I don't know if the general manager, I was probably getting a little loud because, like, what the hell's going on? Came out and he goes, "Hey, Mark, I think we need to part our ways." I was like, and there was our customers in there. I was like, "I cannot believe you're going to do this over a freaking $250 caliper that you guys said you returned and that I wouldn't be charged anything." And he goes, "Well, I can't believe you would do this." That I would do this? Like, what? It had nothing to do with me. You told me you canceled the order. There's no fees because you hadn't placed the order. And like I said, at that time, I knew everyone's name and told them, like, I talked to so and so on this day, and now I'm here talking to you, like, what's going on? I don't get it. It was the weirdest thing I've ever had happen so far in my life with a dealership. Actually deleting everyone's last name, three of us, in the computer system because I don't know what the parts manager guy was thinking. What was he thinking? But as soon as I told him, like, I'd never been a customer here then, it was like, oops. And they didn't do backups, so he deleted the records. They're gone. I had never been a customer. So I went back. I went home, or maybe the next day from work. I called up. I think I just did it from home. I called up my credit card company. And I said, "Hey, this is about that dispute." They're going like, "Yeah, we already sided with you." I'm like, "Well, I thought I would try to save my relationship with the dealer." And they're like, "Why would you do that?" I guess no one has ever done that. I'm like, well, but they're my dealer and I don't have a place to go. If I need a place, now I have to go like really far away. Like I just burned this bridge. But now I burned this bridge. So I said, but what happened was I went in there and they had deleted all my information from their computer system. So in essence, I was never a customer. The person I talked to goes, let me take a note of that. They put a note of that, and the credit card sided with me, and I got my money back, and they, I guess, had to pay a restocking fee on a caliper that they told me that they could cancel because they hadn't placed the order yet. So another reason why I don't like dealers. Another reason why I do my own work on my own motorcycles. Another reason why I use Amazon, Rocky Mountain ATV Motorcycle, and many other websites. Now, again, I'm not against all dealerships, and sometimes you do need them because, especially nowadays with computers and what have you on the bikes and warranties, and it gives a manufacturer a way to providing a warranty without being cheated or difficulty, I guess. I just don't have much use for a dealer. So if you're one of my dealer buddies, that's why I just tend to buy stuff online because I've had these life situations that just screwed me over or tried to screw me over. And I just look down upon dealers. To me, they're old thinking. They that whole closed on Sunday and closed on Monday. Well, so you're not there for the customer. You're not there to provide support for me on the day I probably need is on a weekend, right? If most people are working nine to five, Monday to Friday, you should be open early and later. Maybe both. And you should be open on Sunday. Even if you can't sell a bike, you should be open on Sunday. Because you could still sell me gear, still can sell me parts. You could still initially do the order taking process for the bike and we could just finalize it on a Monday. But you're not open on Monday. It's like banking hours. It's ridiculous. If you actually need to use a bank, you actually have to take time out of your day because they're open 9 to 5. Well, I'm at work at 9 to 5. It makes no sense to me. And then to me, dealers are old school and that's how they think. Now, a lot of dealers have become more modern and they do have a website presence and they're out there online and they're going to sell parts. And as a dealer, you should be doing that. If nothing else, as I told one dealer once, I mean, just having an updated website and selling parts online, even if it's just your old stock, benefits you, right? If you're not turning this product over here, why keep it on the shelf and put a sale sign on it? You should be having it online, and you're going to sell so many online, and you're going to turn more volume. Turning more volume, you're going to get better discounts, which means your margins are going to be better from making more money because you're turning product over. Whereas if you don't have an online presence or you think eBay is your online presence for selling stuff, you have issues. You have serious issues in marketing and selling stuff. And maybe that's why you're not growing. You're not expanding, and I guess we do have a couple nice dealerships in Springs and a couple not so nice dealerships. Again, I don't want to poo-poo on all dealers because I know that's probably not everyone across the whole country. There's probably, I don't know, tens of thousands, 100,000 recreational dealerships across the country, and not counting car dealerships was a whole nother topic, which they'll screw you left and right also. But as far as motorcycles go, that's why I do a lot of my own work. That's why I buy stuff online. That's why, if I could, I would just buy the motorcycle right from the manufacturer and not use a dealer. That's been my past experiences. Now change it for me. Provide me the good customer service. Provide me better pricing. Provide me no bullshit. I don't want to come in and hear bullshit. I can get that any day from any business because it's a problem with industry in general, you will get a lot of bullshit when you go in to get your car worked on. To people like to think customers are morons. Not all of us. I've been in kind of part of the retail industry. Yes, there's a lot of morons out there for customers, but some of us have researched at least and have an understanding and somewhat of a grasp of concepts and how what could be wrong with that product or what I want. I don't know. I don't know what the fix is. That's for the industry to decide. But that's why I don't tend to use dealerships. If you're wondering on my Facebook page, Meeker Extreme, why does he post so much on Amazon, getting Amazon packages or Rocky Mountain ATV? Well, that's why. Now, provide a good customer experience and prove me wrong and change it. If you're a bad dealer, change it. You can do it. I believe in you. Please like, subscribe, check out my other videos, and hit that notification bell because, well, I could really use the help. Let's grow this channel. I want it to get big, big, big. Why not? I want to bring you more interesting stuff. I want to be buying more products with my own money than getting them free so I can give you 100% honest review, and that takes money. And, well, that takes you guys subscribing, notification bell, liking, and coming over to my Facebook page, Meeker Extreme, and subscribing there, following. Sorry, it's following there. Terminology on these different social media sites. That's another issue. Let's standardize it. But anyways, come over to my Facebook page, and I'd appreciate it. Have a good one. Bye.